everybody, Just Watch Movies here with a review for a series of unfortunate events. The movie that was released back in 2004 by Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Pictures and starred Jim Carrey as the evil Count Olaf. This movie is based on the very popular children book series. If you see behind me, the series of unfortunate events written by Lemony Snicket, and there was 13 books. And this movie covered the first 3 stories of the Baudelaire children whose family's house had burned down and they are forced to live with their evil Count Olaf, and they come to figure out that he wants their fortune and he will stop at nothing to get it. And he has some secrets behind him with this eye that is a tattoo on his ankle, and they see it everywhere. And the children are finding out certain things as they go along living with Count Olaf. Well, people actually do figure out that Count Olaf is a bad caregiver, so they live with their Uncle Monty for a while, and then Aunt Josephine, played by Meryl Streep. And along the way, Count Olaf disguises himself to try to get their money. And watching this movie again, I've seen it a couple times as a kid. Growing up and watching it now, it's not the best movie ever made. And at times I do find like Jim Carrey is way over the top with his character. And some scenes really felt unnecessary and awkward with his humor. But when reading the story and looking at the actual character, Count Olaf, he is someone who calls for he's changing his character all the time. He's changing his voice. He's just being a very loud person, becoming like a fisherman or someone who's into snakes, whatever it may be. The character is always changing, so he has to throw his voice, change his character, and Jim Carrey does that a lot in the movie. So Jim Carrey at times fits the role of Count Olaf by throwing his voice and changing his character, but at times it's also very awkward. I do really like the look of this movie. It's a very gloomy movie, and the books are very gloomy, dealing with the death of a lot of people and the children relying on each other. The movie looks how I imagine the books to be when I'm growing up and reading them. I imagine them like this, so I do like the look of the movie. I like the feel. It's very, very gloomy, and I love how Jude Law narrated this film. My issue with the film, since it covers 3 movies, it moves very fast. Very, very fast. The first book covers a little bit. It's very scattered. It's the first part of this book at the beginning of the movie, and then the last part of the book at the end of the movie, and 2 and 3 are filled in between, and they just feel so rushed. Like we don't get any detail to, especially the reptile room, the second story where they go live with their Uncle Monty, and they learn that the guy is a imposter, and so they're dealing with the snake. It all feels very rushed and no detail whatsoever to that. And the third one has a little more time with Aunt Josephine, but there's so much in those stories, so many interesting facts about the Baudelaire children and how they become who they are now, and just different things that I find very interesting in this book, in the book series, but there are not enough details in the movie for me actually to care about those sequences because they just feel really rushed and like an episode. Series unfortunate event, I wish they would have done the rest of them, but it wasn't the best movie ever made. I do like the look of the film. I do like the kids and how they interact with each other. The acting was great from them. Jim Carrey was over the top at times, but I do think he was the right pick for Count Olaf. Overall, it's a film I am glad I watched, but I wouldn't watch it like again. I've seen it like once or twice, and that's about it. I really do love the book series. Aside from Harry Potter, A Series of Unfortunate Events is my favorite book series. So I reviewed A Series of Unfortunate Events for the upcoming A Series of Unfortunate Events Netflix television show. I thought I would sit down and watch this, maybe read a couple books, and then watch the television show to get really excited for it, because I loved reading this book series as a kid. Once I finish watching all of A Series of Unfortunate Event Netflix original show, I'm going to review that, and then I'm going to compare that television show to the movie and see how they both work. So this is Just Watch Movies. Once I reach 3,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway, so you guys can help me get there by subscribing to my channel, sharing this video, tell your friends, get everybody to subscribe, so once I get there, I'll be doing the giveaway. So this is Just Watch Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.